chosen intentionally, because there are people around, they will try to change your values.
Who you are is a reflection of your values. Your values are developed consciously or unconsciously. Success is conscious, and Christian values have to be developed consciously. This message will inspire you to develop the right values for a successful Christian life. You can order this message series through the following means. Place your order on Facebook by posting "Order Values" at the comment section or message window. Welcome to Air Power with Kakra, teaching the nations with signs and wonders. Kakra is the senior pastor of the Morning Star Cathedral, Lighthouse Chapel International, Accra, Ghana. Now, today's message. Welcome to today's broadcast. Kakra continues this new series titled "The Just Shall Live by Faith." Yesterday, he shared that as Christians, we must not live our lives based on money. Today, he speaks about living based on pleasure and what we think. Stay tuned in.
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 4 is my key scripture. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him. When the Bible talks about your soul, it's talking about your mind, your will, and your emotions. That's why it says once your soul leads you or controls you, you cannot lead a holy life. It says, but the just shall live by his faith. Ask your neighbor, my neighbor, what are you living on? Here the Bible says that there are various ways by which people lead or live their lives. If you want to lead a successful Christian life, you must make sure that you must not live your life based on the standards and of the things of this world. Give some examples. Number 2, you can live your life based on pleasure. Isaiah chapter 22 verse 13, some people were talking. Look at what they said. Behold, joy and gladness, slaying oxen and killing sheep, eating flesh and drinking wine. In other words, barbecues, kebabs, wine, fineness, everything. Then they said, let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. There are many people in this world, their motivation is pleasure. Recently, I was talking to somebody. Even when I look into his eyes, I could see that this man, he lives for pleasure. And the whole world is designed around pleasure. So people live for it. But the Bible says you cannot live your life like that. A Christian does not live his life just based on pleasure. You do whatever excites you. On drugs, 10 girlfriends, prostitutes. Somebody told me I like prostitutes more than girlfriends. I said, why? He said, girlfriends will call you and disturb you when you are with your wife. Prostitutes, they won't call you anymore. When it's over, it's over. I said to him, it makes sense, but it's against the scriptures. So we can't lead our lives just based on pleasure. The things that just excite us, make us happy, everything. A Christian doesn't live his life like that. Now, number 3, we cannot live our lives based on what we think. Push your neighbor and say, what are you thinking? You can't run your marriage based on what you think. You have to run your marriage based on what God thinks and what is written in the scriptures. You can't use your time based on what you think. You have to use your time based on what God thinks and what is recorded in the scriptures. But if you are not careful, you can run your life based on what you think personally. That is what makes people even sleep with animals, because they think that there's nothing wrong. Yes. Romans 1:28, the Bible says, even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind. Reprobate means corrupted or an evil mind. to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness. Which means that all these things, they are not only the product of the flesh, they're also a product of a corrupt mind. Covetousness, always looking for money, lying, stealing, manipulating people, changing figures. Push your neighbors, are you the one? Padding prices, maliciousness. If you lead your life based on what you think, it's very dangerous.
Thanks for joining us. Today, we learned that to live a successful Christian life, we must not live our lives based on pleasure and what we think. Join us same time tomorrow as Kakra continues this message. Before we go, here's a praise report to boost your faith. Secured a suitable accommodation. Dear Kakra, I sent you an email informing you about the frustration I was going through to get a new home. The rent at my current place was about to expire and I needed to move out. You replied that you had prayed for me and that God would provide a suitable accommodation for me. Few days after, I got a suitable one at a very reasonable price with good facilities. God be praised. Thanks for your time. You can contact us, seek counseling, ask for prayer, order today's full-length message, or order books through the following means. Call us or message us on WhatsApp to +233 55 700 9010. Send an email to info@kakrabaden.org. You can also make a regular call or send a text to +233 20 7575 215. Our office hours are 10 a.m. to 1600 hours GMT. Finally, write to us, share your testimony and how this broadcast has been a blessing to you.